The score was 38-37, and the Auburn Tigers were about to lose. There were 36 seconds left in the game, and Auburn needed just one more touchdown before the clock runs out. But if they were to lose possession, any shred of remaining hope would go out of the window entirely. Their quarterback threw a desperate last-minute pass, but it was intercepted by the Georgia defense. It seemed like Auburn's dreams of making it to the championship were over. However, as the Georgia defense intercepted, they fumbled it, and it landed directly in the arms of Auburn's Ricardo Louis. Ricardo scored the touchdown, winning the game for Auburn, but if they wanted to make it to the championship, they still had to win one more game, the Iron Bowl, against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And this game would take much more than just a lucky break to secure victory. The Alabama Crimson Tide were at the top of the rankings. They were undefeated for all 11 previous games of that season, and they were the clear favourites to win. However, as the game progressed, Auburn were proving themselves as a force to be reckoned with, and each time Alabama scored, it wasn't long before Auburn equalised. As the game came down to its final moments with just 7 seconds left on the clock, both teams were tied at 28 points, and Alabama had possession of the ball. At this point, it was Alabama's game to win, and it seemed like the only thing Auburn could do was try to hold them off for 7 more seconds in an effort to push the game into overtime. As the play began, Alabama pushed forward and got forced out of bounds by Chris Davis as the clock hit 0. The Auburn supporters breathed a sigh of relief. Chris had seemingly done it. With 0 seconds on the clock, the game would continue into a 5th quarter, giving Auburn more breathing room and a chance to regain possession. However, when the play was reviewed, the referee changed his decision.
After review, the runner's foot touched out of bounds at the 39-yard line with 1 second on the clock.
The Auburn supporters were devastated. Alabama opted to try and kick a 57-yard field goal, which, if they were able to pull it off, would put them in the lead with no time left in the game, giving Auburn 0 chance of winning. Alabama lined up the kick, and it flew over the Auburn defense. But as the ball came down, it fell short of the goalposts and right into the arms of Chris Davis. The clock hit 0, and Auburn had basically guaranteed the game would go into overtime after this play. But for Chris, that wasn't good enough. He was going to attempt to end the game right here, right now. He ran the ball up the left side of the field, slipping tackles and his team clearing the way for one of the most incredible returns in the history of college football.
There goes Davis! Oh my God! Davis is going to run it all the way back! Auburn's going to win the football game!
Chris scored the touchdown, ending the game at 34-28 and sending Auburn into the SEC championship game, which, with the unstoppable momentum from this moment, you better believe they won.